Thank you. We'll go to Mr. Rankin, please.
Welcome, Minister, and thank you, officials, for being here. This budget is, got it here, it's 460 pages long. Corrects a number of errors in previous bills like it. Four of them in here are tobacco tax problems, money laundering, bridge amalgamation, Public Service Labor Relations Act, all had to be fixed. And they've had a lot of evidence here as well about technical concerns with the bill. Minister, don't you think that pushing legislation through like this with such detail is no way to really run financial administration?
Well, Canadians expect their government to make decisions, to take action on our commitments, and that's what we're doing in the House of Commons with Bill BIA-2. We've been faced, quite frankly, by continued attempts by the opposition to delay and obstruct these important bills. We're going to continue to keep our commitment to Canadians by introducing and advancing important legislation. But, you know, even though the opposition likes to suggest otherwise, it's been common practice to include various measures in the bill and the subsequent budget implementation bill. There's nothing new, nothing groundbreaking. Okay. It simply reflects the central role of a budget in a government's agenda, and everything in the bill supports our low-tax plan for jobs and growth.
Well, then you said that it was about job growth and long-term prosperity, so perhaps you can explain how this act's removal of the national standard for provinces spending, providing social assistance to refugee claimants works to achieve those goals.
Yes. The important thing to state right at the beginning is that the rules for welfare and other social programs are not changed. This measure establishes authority for the provinces and territories to determine waiting times should they wish to do so. We respect provincial jurisdiction in this area as always. We're committed to welcoming all newcomers, including genuine refugees, and we want to integrate them into Canadian society so they can fully contribute to our economy and our communities. But Canadians have no tolerance for those who would abuse our generosity and take unfair advantage of it.
So how does it deal with job growth and long-term prosperity, as you said, were the priorities of this bill? How does it address those objectives?
Well, it addresses the objectives by giving the option to the provinces to make decisions about waiting time so that our fair and generous immigration system is not abused.
And what provinces are in support of that measure?
It's up to the provinces.
So how many have told you they're in support thus far?
I don't have a list of those, those provinces.
Minister, we're glad to see, as Mr. Van Kesteren pointed out, that there are some changes to the pay-to-pay billing for telecommunications companies. We notice that it fails to protect the bill consumers vis-a-vis banks. I'm just wondering if the banks have just got a better lobby than telcos.
Well, the first point is, of course, we're very pleased that that this will deal with the pay-to-pay billing on paper bills. In respect to the banking sector for credit card bills and other statements that show a payment owing, all major banks are mailing bills to their customers without charge. And so we're pleased with that, and we think it's significant progress for consumers.
So, Minister, on the EI small business job tax credit, I think you testified just now that your officials didn't undertake an analysis of it, and you didn't take the PBO's devastating analysis into account either. You said you relied on a lobby group, the CFIB, for its analysis. So some have called that approach decision-based evidence-making. And I'm wondering if, isn't your approach rather reckless given the amount of money involved?
Okay, just a brief response, Minister.
You know, we of course have a longer-term plan to reduce the EI rate to $1.47 in 2017. This will be the lowest rate in over a decade, but we wanted to provide an early relief to small businesses who are the largest generators of employment in the country, and we're very comfortable this is the right thing to do. We want to encourage employment growth, and this is one way to do it by focusing a benefit on the biggest employers, generators of employment in Canada.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Rankin. I'm going to